family, welcome back once again to our YouTube channel. As always, you guys know we always here to share anything and everything about motherhood. So I want to say thank you so much. Thank you for lending us at least 10 to 15 minutes of your time. You know, you guys are so good to us. I know. I just like the fact that you people are there. You're so loyal to the PYM forum. You guys are calling in, you're sharing, you're liking, you're subscribing. I know. Thank you so much. Thank you so very much. So, well, like I told you, this program is called the Mother's Chat Room, brought to you by the PYM forum. And one of our guests today is called Tracy Omutumba. You guys, I'm so excited to have this lady. I mean, I always just hear these things. I hear this person had 4 C's, and I'll be like, how do they even look like? I mean, but today I have her by herself, and she's going to take her through her story. I believe you will be blessed. You are welcome. You are welcome, Tracy. You are most welcome. Feel at PYM, feel at home.
Maureen, thank you so much for that spectacular introduction. Like you said, I'm so excited and honored to be part of the chat room. And you had that right, ladies. 4 C sections. I still look back and I don't know how I got here, but I'm here and I will be talking through my experiences. I hope you'll find them very beneficial. For you could be a first-time mother, or it could be a repeat C section. So roll up your sleeves and we're gonna learn a lot together.
Thank you so much, Tracy. Thank you very much for that great intro. Yes, that is Tracy for you. She's an experienced mother, and she's going to take us through some of those things that you should do when you reach the hospital. You know, you are a young mother, it is your first time to reach the hospital. Number one, I want to say congratulations. You have reached one of the biggest steps in your life, so don't take that lightly. Please, you need to know this, and when you get to know it, please put it into action. We are from the well of wisdom, and we shall be hearing, taking notes, and doing everything possible to see that we do accordingly. So Tracy, the platform is very open for you. Will you please tell us your experience the very first time? Did you expect to have that the C-section? How did it? How was it while you were in the hospital when you had just reached? You know, we just want to know, and maybe you would also tell us a bit of these other C's that you had. Were they abrupt, or maybe did you expect to push immediately? We just need to know a bit of that. And how then did you react towards it? And how did you embrace it and heal towards it? And now you're a better mother.
Okay, great. Thank you, Maureen, again for those questions. I'm trying to think. Okay, yeah, the first time, that was 8 years ago. I still remember it like it was yesterday. So I was left with 2 weeks to have my natural birth, and I was excited. I signed out from work.
First time mother, you know.
Yes, first time mother. I was so excited to meet my bundle of joy, and I knew he was a boy. I'd always wanted to have a boy as a firstborn. So yes, fast forward, I got to do my last routine check with my gynecologist. I did the whole 3D scan thing, and it was out of the usual hospital. And so I had to take the report to my gynae. And I was thinking, okay, yeah, with my husband, let's go have some lunch, because my gynae usually would come in at about 3 o'clock. So we had some time on our hands. So yes, we were chatting away.
Everything was normal, you guys were happy.
Everything was normal. I was okay. I was thinking, yes, only 2 weeks to go. Little did I know. When I arrived at the hospital, it was my time to go in. And I shared the report, the scan report, with my gynae. And she literally jumped out of her chair. At that point, I'm like, oh my goodness, is everything okay? She said, darling.
I guess your heart skipped then.
I think my heart literally stopped, because I didn't know what that meant. I mean, I think also from her perspective, it was difficult for her to control all her emotions at that point, and she wanted to put me first, but also, you know, save the baby. So she said, darling, you know what? Send your husband home to pack up everything for the baby. I'm taking you in for a C-section. And I'm thinking, C-section?
Oh, so this time around they didn't tell you to be the one to go and pick your stuff? They told you
Absolutely not.
So it was that urgent?
It was extremely urgent. And I'm thinking, what's happening? Because she didn't explain to me everything. She just told me, we have to deliver the baby in the next hour. And I'm thinking, oh my God, I've left my house in a mess. I didn't pack everything. I don't have a hospital bag. She just said, relax, rest. All those things are not important. They are not. The important thing is that you are well. Definitely. And your baby is birthed very well. So yes, I was whisked off to, I still remember that from vividly. I was whisked off to a room with the nursing assistant. And she gave me a very quick briefing to say, you know what, we have to shave the glorious areas. And I'm thinking, no, you're not going to touch me. I don't want you to touch me.
I know you're first time mom and
I was feeling vulnerable. I was feeling exposed. But she said, relax. It's okay. Everything is going to be fine.
Is going to be well.
Yeah, she was quite reassuring. So at that point, well, I didn't ask so many questions. I was in a state of shock, if I could describe it like that.
I think you're at a vulnerable state.
Yeah.
You just need to be assisted. You don't want to speak a lot. You're just in that state.
Yes, it just felt like the clock had stopped. But anyway, she, ran me through what was going to happen. She said, after I do all these preparations, we're going to go down to theater. And I'm thinking, theater?
What is happening?
What's going on?
You guys not even giving me a chance to push my baby.
Exactly. I had
all those questions in your mind.
There were so many questions running in my mind.
I know.
But I just decided, you know what? It's what it is. I can't change what it is. Let me just shut off and deliver the baby. So yes, I was whisked off to the theater, and reaching the theater, there was all these strange-looking people with hats and gumboots and masks, and I'm thinking, my God,
many people wearing
am I going to come out alive from this place?
Some are wearing specs.
Yes, it was a very, very scary moment for me, I should say. And then this guy who was going to administer the anesthesia, he said, I'm going to give you an injection in your spinal cord. I was completely petrified, and I'm thinking, my God, will I become numb? Will I be able to feel myself again?
Is it normal?
Is it normal to do these things
what has
in
happened
my
to
spine?
Me?
Yeah, I just remembered how my mom had an operation, and she had a spinal disorder. So I'm thinking, am I going to walk out of this okay?
The same thing.
Exactly. But he was reassuring. He actually prayed for me. He said, darling, don't worry, God is in control. Everything is.
That was great.
I rested. I
think we need some of those medical assistants to just
do.
assure us that everything is going to be fine.
Absolutely. And then everything else just moved on very quickly. I got the epidural in my spine. The first time it didn't work. They kept pinching my thighs to say,
and
can you
kept
feel
feeling
yourself?
the pain.
I was like,
oh my God.
I can't feel. Then he said, oh, this is a bit unusual. We have to give you a second shot. I'm thinking, God, I'm finished. So they gave me another shot in the spine, and this time it worked. So thereafter, I don't even think I remember anything.
You don't remember anything?
I just remember the baby crying.
Oh my God, the joy that you felt.
And then it all dawned on me that I am a mother. Oh my goodness, I'm a mother.
That was beautiful.
It was real. Yes, it was beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah.
So according to your experience, what do you think a new mother, that mother who is going to the hospital, what are some of the things that they should know according to your experience? You've just narrated to us, and I just feel like I'm in hospital, and while you've been narrating, I just felt like I'm with you in the hospital, and I'm just getting that pressure, and that basically that feeling. So what would you tell a first-time mother who is going to give birth, who has just reached in the hospital, and they are telling them it's going to be a C-section? What would you tell them?
Yes, firstly, I would like to go on the record to say that having a C-section is not a death sentence, and it doesn't make you any less of a mother. Yeah. There's all these myths out there.
Just
you must have heard.
It doesn't make you less of a mother.
It absolutely does not make you less of a mother. Regardless of whether you had a natural birth or whether it was a C-section, you received an upgrade to mother. So that is your new status. Yes, I just wanted to go on the record to put that out
wow,
there.
That's amazing.
Yeah, yes. So when you hear this news, like I say, just accept it and be rested to know that it's okay, everything is going to be okay. I mean, you walked the 9 months and you're fine. So a C-section, that's just something that you will also get through. And you'll get through it very quickly, nothing to worry about. So when you get to the hospital, there's certain things that, they'll ask you to do. If you haven't made your room choice, they'll ask you to make a room choice. It could be a private room, depending on what your pockets are looking like. It could be a semi-private, a shared room, or it could be a ward. At that point,
what you're able to afford.
Absolutely, according to what.
So do I have to keep moving around with the doctor or the person they have given me for me to keep looking out for rooms here and there? I'm just thinking at that point, I just want to deliver my child, and then you're telling me to move around.
No. There are some crazy mothers who do that, but I do not advise you to do that. I would expect you to be with a trusted person, your partner or your friend, your family, regardless of who it is. At this point, take a seat, darling. Rest. Shut off. Focus on having your baby.
So I would like you to look direct in the camera and tell that mother what you're telling me, because I think it needs to be echoed back to that young mother out there.
Sure. Young mother, when you get to the hospital and you're trying to make a room choice, darling, take a seat. Just rest and focus on having your baby. Let the people who you've gone with to the hospital do all the running around. You don't want to waste all your energy on little things. The sun will still rise again if you didn't get that room in the corner, or if you didn't get a room with a window view. It's okay. It's okay. Yes.
Okay, what else should that mother know while they are there, while they're reaching the hospital, about what the doctors tell them? Because I believe it could be shock. Like, how do you, it looks like it was very easy for you to embrace it and you were at par with everything. How did you even then do it?
On how I did it, I honestly don't know. But I think, I was working with God, and I just said, I prayed for a healthy baby. So regardless of whether it was a natural birth or a C-section, although I did want a natural birth, I remained rested.
You didn't want a C-section?
I did not want a C-section. I wanted a natural birth. Yes. So when you get to the hospital, like I said, you have to trust your doctor. You have to trust what they tell you, and you have to trust also the nurse. If there's things that you're not comfortable with, ask questions. Now, the other thing to expect is you'll be taken to a pre-preparation room, a pre-birthing room, as they call it. And the nurse
that is before you are taken to the theatre?
Yes, that's before you're taken to the theatre. Typically, hospitals have different policies. Some actually don't even allow you to visit your room, the room that you have booked. Yes.
Why? Why is it like that?
I don't know.
Anyway, that's a story for another time.
Yes, that's a story for another day. I wasn't given any reason for that. But yeah, expect that you'll be possibly taken to a different room, and you'll be talked through what to expect when you get to the theatre. They'll ask you a couple of questions like, have you showered? Have you shaved? Have you eaten in the last?
So basically you just have to be comfortable. You don't have to feel, you don't have to feel bad because they're asking you sensitive questions.
No, absolutely not. Plus, you're not the first mother. You're not going to be the last. And it's important to be honest about it. Say, if you haven't shaved the glorious areas, just say you haven't.
Just say you haven't. Because at the end of it all, they will see everything.
You
will be embarrassed.
Plus, yes. And if you also have eaten in the last couple of hours, be honest about it. Because that could potentially create a complication if you lie about it.
Oh, really?
Absolutely. That's correct, because it's advised that you shouldn't eat in the last 8 hours. Tell them, they'll find a way to deal with it. They could bump you, to the next hour or to the next 3 hours. They will make the decision. All you have to do is to tell them the truth.
Wow. Tracy, I'm just enjoying this, but time is just right against us. Now, I would like you to give your last remarks to a young mother out there who badly wants to give birth naturally, or the VBA. Yes, I would like you to speak to them in case they reach in the hospital and the doctor tells them, gives them that notification that it's going to be a C-section. Just have some words for them that can encourage them that it is well, it is very okay, it is not going to make you less of a mother. You know what to tell them.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Maureen. Yeah, so well, young mothers out there, it's all our expectation that we'll have a natural birth. Well, at least that is what I expected. Just to re-emphasize, if your doctor says it is a C-section, that is not a death sentence. I'd like to repeat that. You had that right. It's not a death sentence. It doesn't mean you are weak. You are still woman enough. You are a blessed woman. You'll still receive that upgrade to be a mother. The important thing is the health of your baby and also your personal health. Just look forward to receiving a bundle of joy regardless of how you birth, and celebrate and love them and embrace them.
Wow, and celebrate and love them and embrace them. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Tracy. Oh my God, I've just enjoyed everything. I feel like I want to conceive now.
Well, go for it.
I feel so stirred up, you know. I mean, my mind is open about anything that will come in any time from now. Thank you so much. Wow, that has been Tracy for us, guys. I have learned very many things. To stay calm, listen to the doctors, whatever they are telling you, not to run up and down here and there in case there is anything. Then stay positive. Not everyone is going in for hospital for a C-section, but just in case the doctor tells you that it is a C-section, please don't start alarming, running up and down, you know, giving the doctors hard time. Then you stay longer. Some ladies actually stay for the next 12 hours, you know. Some of them stay for the next 10 hours, some even 24 hours. Let me try, and before you know it, the child is tired. Please, 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 think about the child. Because if you are a child, I mean, the child is getting tired, and you just want that life of the child. I mean, I just want to see my child. At times, I just want to see that beautiful princess, you know. Anyhow, I don't want to speak much about that, but I hope that you picked something from what Tracy shared with us as the young mothers. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Please don't forget to subscribe, share the link, tell somebody about the PYM forum, the Mothers Chatroom. Like I told you, this program is called the Mothers Chatroom, and different mothers will be here. Like you see Tracy came, you will also come and share your story. So you are most welcome. Tell some other person about the Mothers Chatroom, and we shall be glad to have you. Please comment, tell us anything you'd like us to talk about, and we shall be glad to share that story with you. Thank you so much. Thank you, and God bless you. Bye.